Hey guys, welcome back to another video from Wrench and Wreck RC. As you can see, we've got the Maxx on the bench. Got to replace a hub carrier on this top left-hand steer tire. It's popped out on me a couple times and now it's bent, so we need to replace that. So let's go ahead and get started with fixing this bad boy up. As you can see, you're using the Hobbytown RC stand. My local Hobbytown, the people there are fantastic. Definitely have created some good relationships over there at my local Hobbytown. I have noticed that the steering's been getting a little bit sluggish on this, and I know that the steering servo in these can be the common problem. And but before I rush out and buy a upgraded servo for it, because it does still steer, let me turn this light on. We are going to go ahead and check the bell cranks, make sure that they're okay, as they should be. I hope the camera angle is okay, but the real problem here right now is this hub carrier right here. Particularly this piece here where it sits down in the nub where it connects is bent, so, and because of that it keeps popping out all the time. So we gotta go ahead and disassemble this and get it replaced. When we get it off, I'll give you a good shot of what I'm talking about, although you guys probably already, if anyone had one of these, might have already had this problem. And I gotta talk a little bit lower because I have a bird room next door to me, and that bird's sleeping, so I can't be too loud. But other than this right here, the only other problem I've ever had with the Maxx was the drive shaft. I had one drive shaft shear off, and I went ahead and replaced those with the steel CV drive shafts and converted over to the 17mm hubs, and haven't had a problem since. It's been great. I've got several RCs, 10 of them, and so far the Maxx here is, and the X-Maxx are the two I just keep going back to. Keep pulling them off the shelf and running them. You guys seen in my last video, I took the X-Maxx out to a new location. I was really had a lot of wide open area, I could really run it. And it was fun. Now what I'm trying to find is a dirt track. And speaking with my Hobbytown guys, may have located one. So I really want to take my RCs to a dirt track. They're just hard to find around here. Really hard to find. Wife and I was talking. We've even entertained, open our own little RC track so people can run to, bring to that's closer to the area. There's just nothing like that around here. The only other problem I had with this Maxx is I've had to these screws right here kept coming out. I had to Loctite them. Well, I don't like to use red Loctite. I like to use the green or the blue or green because it's not as strong, but it still does the job. And I forgot that there's actually a Allen screw in here you have to loosen up. I'm gonna have to get a pair of pliers to hold that in place for me. being careful not to harm the spline there. Once we get that started. Back that all the way out. I did make another change to the Maxx. I wanted 80 weight, but I put 70. I upgraded the shock oil to 70 to try to reduce that chassis slap while I'm jumping. So once we get everything back together, we're going to take this out, we're going to run it, and we're going to see how everything goes with it and how it handles the jump before it gets maybe too ridiculously hot outside. It's already hot outside. Now that pin comes right out of there. We're going to slide this off. And of course, you know, part of the maintenance, you guys know my channel is about preventative maintenance and being practical and logical with things. We're going to go ahead and check these bearings. They seem pretty smooth. I'll see if we have a problem, but we're going to pop these bearings out. But right here's what I was talking about. You can see right here how it's slipped out. You know, it just pops out. I've had to fix it a couple times, but now it's happening more often, so we need to go ahead and replace this hub carrier with this new one. And if it happens again, we'll do it. I'm not big on aluminum parts myself. I hear the hub carriers is a better option. If you're going to do any aluminum, the hub carriers is one, maybe in the future, but right now, if I get plastic pieces that break, I just replace them with plastic pieces. It's cheaper to replace than aluminum when they break. And I really don't have a lot of problems with plastic and the stock piece here. You know, the stock plastics that come on these trucks. I hear a lot of people complaining about Traxxas and their electronics. Again, something I've been running these 17 years now. Again, something I've never had problems with. And I think we all know that Traxxas has some of the best plastics out there you can get. While you have these bearings out, it's just silly to not wipe them off a little bit and lube them up. I got some nice 3-in-1 oil here. Just a little oil around there. I know these are sealed bearings, but the oil will get down in there a little bit. You can also pop that shield off and you can get to the ball bearings inside if you really want to get them lubed up nice, but I don't find it necessary. If these bearings go bad, you know, we're going to go ahead and replace them anyways. Right now they're moving nice. I don't have an issue with them. I'm just going to throw a little bit of oil in there and run them around while I've got it out. Anytime you're doing a job with an RC car, and this goes with cars and anything alike, while you're in the area and you got the tools out, you may as well do other things while you're in that spot. That's just efficiency. Saves you time and peace of mind too. So that's back together. Let's go ahead and stick the drive shaft back through. Spline back on there. Pin. And let's come over here and get our set screw. People call them grub screws. I've always called them set screws. In my line of work, that's what they are. Ouch. Just put the pliers back on there and give them a nice little extra tightening. That's beautiful. And now we got our new hub carrier on. One thing I've found, guys, is if you're not aware, and Klein Tools makes a lot of tools that work very well for the RC hobby, and work great for me. I just like to inspect everything while I have it apart. This looks good, but it is taking out the C cups. The cups on the other side, they are wearing a little bit. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of too dark. I don't have a light set up, but that's it, man. We've got the new hub carrier on. We're going to go ahead and assemble it back on the truck. As soon as we put this back on, I believe it was like that. Get everything lined up. Boom. Yep. Get that dog bone back in there. Another important thing is magnets. Magnets. Oh crap, I can't remember which one goes on top and bottom. I would assume, looking at it, when it's fully tight, that's too much. Be sticking through. That seems to line up better. And this happens too. You got to make sure that that dog bone stays in there. The last thing you want to do is reassemble everything and realize you didn't have that in there and you have to undo it all again. Ask me how I know. Get that in there. We'll go ahead and get this hinge pin in place. I'll go ahead, and I do have a tweak on my tie rod, as you can see, but it's not a big deal. But I'm thinking, before I do that, because right there's one of my bell cranks, I want to run these before I reassemble that, but we can go ahead and tighten these up. You guys know the video I did on this. It's a pretty popular video. I'll add a card to this video. Let's watch these. I do have a little bit of play right there, because what I'm noticing is the steering seems to be getting a little bit weak. And before you go slapping a $139 to $140 upgraded steering servo, which I wouldn't mind doing later on down the road, you check the small stuff, because what could be a $5 to $10 repair doesn't have to be a $140 repair, unless that's what you want to do. And I might think about that in the future. Now I can see this tie rod's bent too, but what's nice about plastic a little bit, guys, is just give it a little push. I'm not saying it'll stay there, but it will take shape. I did that with the other one. I want to watch this bell crank as I steer it. I'm not seeing a lot of play on that side, but I am on this side. Right there. So, you want to see, I'm not familiar because I haven't done this job yet on this, but I'm going to pop this brace off and see if there's a tensioning screw in there, and we're going to check that out. So, let me get this back together and then we're going to check that out. Alright guys, we got that all back together. Let's remove this brace. I do see in the kit that it does come with a tensioning spring in there. I might just need to be, it might just simply be an adjustment, but that's what I'm exactly what I'm talking about. Don't automatically think you need to go spend hundreds of dollars in parts. It might be something very simple. I feel like we just need to maybe adjust this tension on the spring under here. Just get that brace out of the way. And right here, hold the steer tires. Let's tighten this up a little bit. I tell you what, let's do this by hand, because sometimes power tools are great. I love them, but sometimes you just need to feel. I've got some slippage on that. Of course, it's going to come up out of there because I don't have the bracket on top to hold it in place. Just get a little bit more of a tightening. I'll hold down on it while turning it. It is still moving in there, but I think there's just a little bit too much play in that. We're going to try it out like it is, guys. If I need to replace it, I will. I've got the new kit to replace it. Part number 8946. If you're curious about changing that and you want to get these parts, you can see the big spring in there. It comes with everything in this kit to redo this entire setup. We'll see how this goes. We'll just run it. So let me get this back together, and we're going to take it outside and we're going to run it around and see how it does. Also got my new Pro Line Badlands trenchers on here. We've got the upgraded 70 weight shock oil in here. So we're going to see how it runs. Those sledgehammers were just done. They were just terrible to run. I was trying to run it with just the tires when they came in, but they with the rear ones, and for some reason they're having trouble getting those tires. So they never came in. Those ones I put in there, I can't remember the name of them. But anyway, so we just went ahead and got all 4 Badland trenchers. They are foam, they're not belted, which is disappointing, but that's all I could get. And I needed new tires to run this because it was really affecting the performance. And I'm really not too impressed with those short course tires that I had on here because they didn't give a lot of grip and they were just sliding around. So with the upgraded 70 weight oil in the shocks, giving us more cushion, maybe we're going to reduce that chassis slap. I'd like to get it to 80. That's the plan, but for now we'll see how 70 does. The new tires, we replace that, and we might have to do this. I don't know. There is supposed to be a little bit of play in your bell cranks, but I don't think there's supposed to be that much. So let me get this back on and we'll go give it a run. Just like, you know, the Maxx, I wish I would have got Maxxes years ago, back when I was first starting into this hobby, because they were around. But the very first RC I ever bought was the Traxxas Bandit, the VXL, and the Summit. And then I also had the Jado back then. Still running today, one of my favorite RCs there is. But I never did get a Maxx. And man, do I wish I would have, because they're the X-Maxx, the widemaxx here. I've even considered for my next RC, I want to get maybe the XRT or the Sledge. I'd like to have different machines to run. I'm considering, you know, maybe let's dabble into Arma a little bit. Maybe get a Creighton and Italian and see how we like those. Something different. Have a different experience. Bring different experience to the channel here as well. But I've also considered about maybe just getting a Maxx Ultimate. Really love them. If I was going to tell you my favorite scale RC car, it probably is the 110 scales. Love the big old X-Maxx and XRTs for sure. They can just do things these trucks can't. So that's kind of why I like to have a little bit of both, so I can experience everything from the hobby and do different things and run in different locations. So that's back on. Let me get this thing put together. We'll get set up outside. I have to go get the ramp and all that, and we'll see you on the flip side here. Also, real quick guys, I wanted to show you my little DIY LiPo battery storage. I got this box free. It's a metal box. I can come down here. It's got 2 easy clips on the side. It's an electrical panel from an industrial plant. Boom, you open it up. There's all your boxes. This is what's already in here, which was handy, little shelves. But you can safely store all your LiPos in here for sure. Let's grab one of the beasts and put it in here and see how things go. Alright guys, let's get the Maxx going. We're going to hit that jump a little bit and see how she handles with the new upgrades and repairs. The grass is a little bit wet. Steering trim's a little off. Let's adjust that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, guys, we got much better grab of those tires. Much better. I'll pull the ramp a little bit further back so I have some more launch area. Very impressed with those tires. Got a performance back like when we first got it. Let's hit that jump. Although I don't have a lot of runway to hit the jump, let's see what happens. Well, if that's any indication what it's going to be like, I have a much better landing now. Yes, that's taking the jumps a lot better. Again, hope camera's catching everything. I got the ramp back a little too close to me. Yes, that's definitely helped the jumps. Putting that heavier weight shock oil in was the key. I can still go 80 and make it even better if I want to. As you can see, I did put some grip tape on the ramp, guys, to get a little bit more traction. Yes, yes. Yep, we got our max back. I can give myself enough runway here. It's beautiful. I think on the next location we take the Max here with a couple of batteries. Yep. I think we for sure did the trick. And my grip is much better. I'm very happy with this. Trying to get this done before it gets too hot. Yeah. Now, I just wonder if having the stiffer shocks is going to play havoc on down the road, because, you know, for every action there's a reaction, going to get the domino effect. Maybe we start wearing out some hardware, some plastic down the line because there's not as much give. But at the end of the day, he has taken that jump and that impact a lot better than it was prior. I don't know if 80 is needed. What do you guys think? Let me know. I don't think we need to put 80 weight in it. Maybe if I wanted to, I could put stiffer springs on it. I don't know if we need to do it. As at the end of the day, you want some give. You want some cushion. You don't want this thing rock stone solid. I just don't want that chassis hit the ground real hard like it was. God. Tires are wet too. I'm mainly a ground pounder, guys. I do like to hit the jumps. I've said it before, I'll say it again, but I don't like to hit big jumps. I do plan on making a little bit more of a angle jump. I'd like to get a tabletop. I seen a guy on my marketplace selling some skate ramps very close to me. Took over a week to reply. I was hitting them up this morning, and then all of a sudden it's marked as sold. It's like, I can't stand people like that. Put something for sale on the market site and I've never replied, and oh, this guy's bothering me. Let me go ahead and mark it sold. Get your shit together, man. If you're gonna put something for sale on the market site, follow up with people. So many times it happens. People in the marketplace are horrendous. Somehow this guy has a 5-star rating. God, he had nice ramps that would have been perfect for this. It was in my same neighborhood, I'm pretty sure. Jesus. That ramp like crap, most likely because I don't have enough runway to hit it. I'll run it back too far. Well, I think that's enough jump in it. I tested it. I achieved what I was hoping I would achieve. Things are looking great. So I think what we're gonna do, maybe take this thing out front a little bit, run around, do some more ground pounding. Actually might take it out back and hit the dirt ramps back here. Won't be so dang dusty seeing as it's rain, so I'll see you back there. All right, guys. I haven't come back here in a little while. I love to come back here after it rains because it's not as dusty. Well, let's turn that TSM up a little bit. See how these tires do on this loose dirt. No more ballooning as of right now, which is perfect. Let's hit this jump here a little bit. Not much of a jump right now. The rains have eroded away a little bit, so has my RC cars. Got to build it back up. I really need to get some clay. And it's getting hot out, boys. It's getting hot out and the bugs are coming now. We gotta get this footage, get it edited. Hope I'm getting all this on the camera. I got this new head mount and it's just hard to see what you're seeing. See what you guys are seeing when it's on your head. We'll get some of this footage here and then we'll go blow this bad boy off the air compressor. It's a little bit wet, a little bit sandy now. But the Maxx is running great again. It was getting a little floppy, it was getting a little bit loose there. The tires had worn out, had that bad hub carrier. And we got them shocks a little bit more stiffened up with the heavier weight oil. And this is what I'm talking about. This is kind of why I think I like 110, maybe 1/7 scale is my favorite. They're smaller, you have more room to run. You don't need such a big area. I mean, let's face it, you kind of need a large area no matter what RC you're running, unless they're the minis. Because these things go, man. And they need some space. But obviously, the bigger the RC, the more space you need. The 110s kind of excel, especially with this backyard bashing. A minimal problem since I bought this thing. Not hard repairs. There's no crying shame because the first time that hub carrier popped out, I ran into a plastic mailbox pretty fast, and that's all that happened. I snapped it back in, and now it's just, like I was saying earlier in the video, to the point it's coming out more often because it's getting weaker, so we had to replace it. Ow, hit myself. Man. Nice, I hope I got that on camera. It's like a nollie stop. Oh, I think I hear a chainsaw running or something. Another thing you have to check, especially running on this sandy, loose soil, loose dirt, is that the gear, the spur gear and pinion gear. You got to take that cover off there, clean that out. This thing just sounds so much better too with the new tires on it. Handling better again. Loving the new head mount for recording. We'll get some more content coming to you guys now that I got some better equipped to do so. Dragging a dang root. Come on, man. I also put the Gorilla Tape on the holes in the rim to keep the sand out. That's pretty much what ruined my sledgehammer tires. I didn't plug that hole, and which I really don't see how you're supposed to do it with Traxxas tires because they put the holes in the tires. So unless you put some super glue in there, you're not going to keep all the water and foam out. So, but these here, we'll see how it holds up when I get it blown off and cleaned up. Maybe if it's still on there, it's the good black Gorilla Tape too. Still on there, maybe we'll keep all that dang moisture and sand out of these tires and it'll last longer. Get a little bit more run time out of these foam tires. I love belted tires, but you do pay more for them. So if I can make these foam tires last longer, which eventually they're going to loosen up and get weak anyways, it's just going to happen. I also had the sledgehammers come unglued on one of them. I had to fix that. We'll see how these Pro lines hold up. We'll see if they hold up to their name. Definitely got good grip, happy with the tires for sure. Bugs are already starting to come out my ears. I got to get one of those L to the W bug nets. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to be done with this intense heat. Today's going to be 96, high humidity. Just don't want to do much outside unless you're in the pool, and that's probably the plan. That's why I'm trying to get this done now. It's only like 9:30 in the morning, 10 o'clock. It's already getting hot. So let me know what you guys think about the video. I already know what everybody thinks about the Maxx. It has certainly become my favorite. The Maxx family. And I'm grateful enough to have an X Maxx because my sister actually bought me that as a gift. So let me know in the comments what you guys think I should get next. XRT, maybe dabble into the Armas. Creighton, Italian. You see what I do the most, small jumps, a lot of ground pounding, dirt, wide open areas. I don't do a lot of full sends. This is the practical RC channel. You can jump them, but I'm not sending them 50, 60 foot in the air. We've talked about it. Let me know what you guys think. Where would you go next? But we're gonna go ahead and end the video here. I'm gonna get this thing cleaned up. I'm gonna edit this video, see how it turned out. With this new headset, bear with me. I will get better and better with videos as it goes, with slow-mo, all that stuff. It's coming, guys. Just bear with me. Please subscribe, like, share me out. I'm trying to grow this channel. I'm trying to get sponsors. And tell me how I can do better to get there. This is not on you, it's on me to make that happen. So, unfortunately, I think the full sends are the things that look like, just for example, we got Canadian RC put that Rosie 5T over his house, got crazy amount. Last I looked, it was like 39,000 views. So that's what people want to see, you know. So if I have to get some RC cars just to do some full sends, that's what we do. I got an awesome house I can jump over and try things with. Not that I'm copying, but it's also, you know, people have been jumping roofs of houses before Canadian did it. So it's not like a copycat thing. Plus, I think it would just be cool and fun to do. But I got to build me a bigger ramp for that. So I don't want to go flying it through the window, although that would get some views. But there go the RC money, replacing the window. All right, I appreciate you guys watching. I don't get a lot of comments on my videos, so leave some comments, talk to me. Let me know how I'm doing, let me know what I can do better. I got a crap ton of pine needles wrapped up around those drive shafts, so we are done. I gotta clean that off. Catch you guys out in the field.